Hi, my name's Andy Myers, and in this episode of Something to Believe in, I'm going to share with you a ghost story that my grandma Myers told me when I was just a little kid. Scared the living daylights out of me. I think I lost sleep over this one. But based on a true story, my grandma and grandpa, when they were alive, they loved road tripping. You know, any weekend where they had free, they would hop in the station wagon and they would just drive. And half the time, they ended up in godforsaken parts of the country, on deserted interstates, low on gas. And one story she told me, her and my grandpa had gone to somewhere in Kansas, you know, middle of nowhere Kansas. And according to the map, now mind you, this is way before the days of GPS, so according to the map, you know, from point A to point B should have only taken them 15 minutes. Well, they had been lost for several hours and they were starting to run low on gas. And they were on a very, very flat stretch of land. It's Kansas, right? And they hadn't seen anybody in the longest time. No houses, no other vehicles, nothing. Completely deserted. And eventually they come across a pickup truck off in the distance that was headed their way. And so my grandma says to my grandpa, okay, you know, let's flag these people down. We'll ask them for directions. We'll see if we're even going in the right direction to get a motel for the night. And as the blue pickup truck got closer, the two vehicles stopped and they rolled down the windows and they asked them for directions. And something just didn't seem right. My grandma said that the guy driving the blue pickup truck, he seemed like kind of an old farmer or an old rancher, but he seemed awkward. He seemed a bit off. In the passenger seat was what they assumed was the farmer's son. And again, this boy was acting very strange. He kept his hat, you know, pulled down really low, almost as if he didn't want to be seen. And the farmer assured them, oh yeah, keep heading in that direction. You'll eventually get to where you're going. So both vehicles leave in opposite directions of the highway, and my grandma says, oh wait, I need to ask them one more question. And so, you know, my grandpa does a quick U-turn to try to go chase down the truck, and she said what they saw gave them goosebumps and made the hair on their arms stand up. In that split second it took to turn the vehicle around, the truck had completely vanished. My grandma said that it was just simply gone. She said there were no driveways, no houses, there was not even a field of corn that this truck could have driven into and disappeared. She said it just simply just vanished in an instant. And you know, so in hindsight, you know, they wondered, you know, was that a ghost truck? Were those two individuals spirits that they saw on the highway on that deserted stretch of land out in the middle of nowhere, Kansas? So, I don't know. Do ghost trucks exist? What do you think? And please continue to send us your ghost stories right here on the Believe Network.